Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the second day here of our second stop, the Cobx Masters 2018. We are in the finals for Mumbai. Embrance Gaming, who we've seen yesterday in a pretty thrilling series up against No Practice Gaming, ended up taking the 2-1 up against Signify, who got a default win because the opponents didn't show up. Maybe they thought it was not even worth it because Signify, of course, one of these teams that actually makes splashes outside of India as well. Very well-known players among them, so they're certainly coming in as heavy favorites in this game as well. Let's see what Embrance can do up against that. My name is Dragondrop, happy to bring you this series, and also happy to be joined by Potom.
Oh, you indeed joined by Potom.
Potom, yeah.
Would you look at that? What a time to be alive! First pick Mirana, Super Major, and Signify. Wow! That's...
Really good.
I'm a fan.
look at the draft there as well on my third screen.
What a timing.
It's pretty good. Alright, so yeah, Mirana first pick is pretty much a comfort, right? I mean, is there many good reasons in the meta these days to pick Mirana first?
There is a lot of reasons to pick her. There's sadly also a lot of reasons to not pick her. So she, after the lead buff, she evolves really good in similar style as the Wind Ranger, with all the attacks which she's getting from the lead buff. The downside of her is still that the stun is absolutely unreliable, and you have to find a very special place for her in your laning phase. You can't just pick Mirana as a roamer or as a position 4 and be fine with her. So you must make sure you run her on a dual lane where she can harass a lot and get some levels. Or you run her at a roaming position dedicated with somebody who has a setup. That could be a Kunkka in mid, which is more popular. This could be a position 5 Shadow Demon, which is less popular, because one support always stays online. Or an OD in mid, but since OD has been falling out of favor, we see that less and less. So there's actually not that many setups for it anymore, and Kunkka is the only reasonable alternative, you could say. Yeah. But yeah, I agree. She's in a difficult spot, especially, there we go, with heroes like Sky River around, because he's a pretty good counter to her, since she has no natural mana regen, no natural health regen, and she's not really tanky early on whatsoever.
Yeah. You can just throw her away by spamming a couple of spells. Silence could also be coming in handy here, and in conjunction with the task to just prevent her from leaping right across these ice shards, potentially. So there's already some ways to get some nice little kills here, not just on Mirana, but on whoever else Signify might want to pick up. Just the nature of these heroes, especially once the Scarif Mage gets the levels later on, with the Mystic Flare to combo up with the bit of control that the task provides already.
Yeah, the Scarif alone is just infamous for killing anything on sight himself, but with an East Assassin, one of the best, or if not only, counters to the Sky right now.
Well, it certainly is a very nice snack for the next year if he has his levels up in Mana Burn.
It's a decent stun setup as well. The niche stun is fairly easy to hit, on, even on moving targets, and it lasts pretty long, so you can hit that area on at least like medium range for 2 to 3 second stun.
Especially if you set up for your own stun with your Spike Carapace. Like, even if you're in this, you can pop that. Scarif Mage maybe throws down a concussive shot, which is AoE, I do believe. Instead of that, or can just walk into the Mystic Flare for a second. Then Scarif Mage is done goofed, essentially.
Yeah, it also works with the shard quite nice. Same with the Snowball. You can stun Tusk directly if he comes out of Snowball, if you time it correctly. Which is a huge bonus, because no Walrus Punch, no potential appliance of the Upper Venom. So it helps you out for a mile if you pop it against the Tusk early on.
Okay.
I like the bounce they're going with on Signify. They banning out all the control in the game. They banned out the Leshrac, Night Stalker, and the Bounty Hunter in the first phase. That are 3 popular heroes that make so much space in the mid game. Now they go with their Faceless Void to make sure they don't get off guard, and Nature's Prophet to further reinforce this not getting ganked strat. So there's not many heroes left that can utilize the Scarif Tusk combination. Like, you have no Chrono for the Scarif right now, where you can throw out a Mystic Flare. Same with the Sprite, not available.
Yeah, for sure, and as you said, it also lasers the lanes. Not having the bounty, not having the profit, so to make sure that you can actually stick to these dual lanes, you can deal with what you see instead of having any +1 coming out from somewhere.
An interesting draw ban from Embrance.
Maybe they did watch the Super Major too, because that was the strat Liquid ran.
Yeah, I mean, Mirana is gotta go back to her. She's good as soon as you have any amplifier for her spells. You need either further damage, further magic damage, or you need somebody that sets up your stun. Then she becomes a good hero. Without that, she's probably one of the most neutral heroes there is, because she kind of offers everything. Some magic damage from Starstorm, a stun from the arrow, but it is unreliable. A good team fighting ult with a setup, that is, because just going invis doesn't really help you in the team fight against anything, so it's more of a setup. And then you have to leap with attack speed and as an escape, but it isn't really everything, so you can use it aggressively and defensively. She's absolutely neutral in everything.
Yep.
You could say she's balanced.
One of the heroes that you like that is actually balanced, and the other that you also call balanced, even though it's not. Alright, I see how it is. Weaver coming in, huh. Sure about this one.
It's an interesting one. But it's fairly squishy. I just see this Weaver catching an arrow, catching a Nyx assassin and die.
Yeah. Certainly going to be very careful. On the flip side, I mean, if he doesn't catch that, oh, never mind.
Ooh,
I was just going to say, yeah, they don't have a lot of super reliable lockdown against him unless he just
no, they do.
Into the Nyx, but now they do with the Disruptor. Great against not just Weaver, but also the Tusk. I mean, if he snowballs in, it's like, oh, okay, I've got my friends with me. You're all going to die, and Disruptor just says, nope, just Static Storm, Kinetic Fields, and just serving them on a silver plate for the rest of his team to do with as they please. Really good pick here, I think.
Yeah, the Disruptor is definitely a good pick. It's not only good against the Weaver, it's also great against the Tusk. If you see a big snowball, you're doomed. Like, just the Disruptor pick alone will make sure that Embrance can never form and snowball anything. Ever. Because you're gonna land in a Static Storm and then you immediately lose the team fight.
So what's the solution to that now? I mean, you kind of already been countered with quite a few of the heroes in this draft. So is there any way that they can, any direction that they can take this to kind of salvage it?
I would like to. It's a shame they abandoned the Drow themselves. They could be running like a Visage Drow and just go for a push strat, try to outpace them. But since they did not do that, I believe this is a safe lane Weaver. Mid hero, we will most likely end up with a mid Mirana or an offlane Mirana farming. I would say Nyx goes mid, so Dragonite maybe? Nope, the Wind Ranger. Okay. Really a shame they don't have a Drow.
Yeah.
Would be a good lineup. And I only like that offlane because I believe this time this is not a position. This is Sky or Wind Ranger on position 4, and the and vice versa. The other one goes into the mid lane.
It's a good point. But
one button.
Because she has red hair.
Whoa! I did not imply that. That was Drag and Drop Dota. For the record, this was Drag and Drop Dota. I do not want to be associated with that joke.
God damn it.
Sand King coming out, so it is the position for Nyx Assassin. That's interesting. So mid Mirana, Sand King offlane with Nyx Assassin on 4, Disruptor safe lane 5. Sounds about right for me, unless this is carry Mirana, but I don't think they want to put her in the safe spot.
Yeah, it seems like a bit of a waste, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. Why would you? Unless they want like a heavy space maker like a Bloodseeker in the mid lane. Which would fit, don't get me wrong.
Or just run a Nyx Assassin in the safe lane. Get some like really high pace gaming. And
get level 25 as fast as possible.
Run them over with all your control. Then you have the Sand King Mirana in the offlane, just with the Burst Strike setting up for a bit of an arrow.
I don't like that much. I feel like they're building up to a 4 Protect 1 lineup, with the safe lane being someone like a Terrorblade, someone like a Medusa, or Slark would even come to mind. But I'm gonna put my money on the Bloodseeker here. Because he's a hero that builds into Blade Mail.
Lena, okay.
Almost a Bloodseeker. But yeah, alright. Safe lane Mirana, mid Lena. Going with the burst damage. I would have liked anyone that builds into the Blade Mail, because look at the great targets you have. Weaver can't hit you. Skyrev can't hit you. Wind Ranger, nope, never use the ultimate.
At the same time, you also can't use your ultimate if you are dead, and Lina will make sure that everyone is dead. I mean, similar to the Nyx Assassin, Lina provided an extra bit of burst damage. Like a single combo will kill Windrunner, Skywrath, even the Weaver.
Yeah,
Sometimes, right?
true. They definitely outburst them.
Yeah, LSA Dragonslave ultimate.
And they have good setups. Like, they have 4 heroes with a stun and Disruptor, which is not a stun, but let's just say 3 control spells.
Yeah.
So they will be able to lock somebody down for the Lina.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh.
Why is there no Drow in this lineup?
Alright. That changes things a little bit.
Is it though? I know.
Not really,
I don't. I feel like Husker will get controlled, and they have a lot of physical damage we don't see right now. Like Mirana and Lina are 2 of those heroes that can dish out that physical damage against the Husker.
They skill into that eventually, but if Huskar gets off to a good start, if he doesn't get killed by all of this control early on, there's gonna be a timing window, I think, where they're gonna have some issues killing him off potentially if you arm the targets properly and. He just doesn't get overwhelmed and runs into 5.
I don't think we're gonna see the Husker running into 5 ever in this game, because then you just lose because of the control. I think this is more of the, we want to split up our lineup. We want to run like Husker with the Skywrath just roaming around the map. We have Windranger on the other side making space while the Weaver's farming. He's a good pick against the heroes of Signify individually, but on a large scale against everyone in team fights, he will fall victim to them. Yes. Yeah, I would say Signify has the better draft.
Alright, we'll see how long this game takes. Of course, the other pro team that we had in Pune last time was RG Titans, who just swept the floor with whoever they faced. Very, very quickly indeed.
Don't think it worked out that well in this game so far, but looking at the lanes, they're already setting up for a defensive tri-lane on Signify.
Yeah.
On EG. Sorry.
I mean,
both actually.
Yesterday against No Practice Gaming, one of the reasons why Embrance Gaming was able to turn us around in the second and third game was that they had some very strong drafts, and now they're in a position where they have pretty much counted out in more ways than one. So I'm not sure if they can handle that, and if that Huskar doesn't do its job as like this one big surprise pick, then well.
Yeah, he's not a brute mother who can still do something.
Yeah. Huskar gets shot down is a very hard time doing anything.
Yeah, because you can't really farm that well. You don't have damage to farm. You just don't do anything if you can't fight.
Oh.
And no chance.
No chance. Nice little double
Ravage.
stun. The shot's not lasting as long as they used to at level 1, so maybe he has a chance to get out of here. Looks like it. But he's gonna take a lot of damage, no stealth to work with. So he has to rely on his crazy amount of base regen, supplemented by 3 mangoes.
He has become the Tango.
Double stun to follow after the burst strike.
Oh,
shot's missing. Oh, that would have been a decent one perhaps to just pump more damage into his sanking. With the burst strike on cooldown.
A little interesting, putting the Windranger in mid on the side note. I would have put the Husker there against the Lina. I think he does better. The moment Lina gets like level 3, level 4, you just straight out lose on the Windranger because you can't utilize your Windrun that much anymore.
Fine. Double stuns and double stuns. It's the zoning out. This Nyx Assassin, he might actually be the first blood here unless he regens enough. Verify was there. So the first blood instead goes to Negi. He just right clicks down the Huskar for some reason. Or somehow. Quite the exchange already in the top lane with 2 bugs up against the tri lane, and they're winning the exchange.
Yeah, that was a really good play by No Chance. He waited and baited them in with the Verify. He on intention he waited until they get one more Skywrath thingy, just so he baits and gives more space to the Sand King, and he actually locked down the first blood.
Yep.
But yeah, I think Signify just outbugs them.
Yeah. I mean, it's very telling if this dual lane does better than the tri lane with a Huskar, which just hasn't really been able to get a lot of right clicks in so far because he has to Because these fights happen elsewhere, but now with the stun, double stun again here, but they might still get Negi. Couple more right clicks. Don't have the damage to really support that.
Yeah, I think you need like level 3 to reliably lock them down. I think they have to just play a little bit less aggressive. I think he's gonna get going with the snowball here. That's a stun though.
Much else here, another burst strike to follow, but already 5 stacks of burning spears. He should just take out to that alone, so they can focus on Negi. Let's say that though, he still has 6.4 regen, so it's more than enough to offset that.
Yeah, and don't forget the burning spears. They tick out one by one, so they don't. It's not like the buffer on 5 stays all the time. Instead, it ticks out slowly. Yeah, you basically it ticks out slowly, so you take less and less damage the longer it persists.
Yep.
Let's talk about the bottom lane, because Mirana sitting on level 4 right now to the level 2 of the Weaver. He's not doing good. Sitting on 2 last hits, while the Mirana's at 19, leading it by far on the last hit shot.
He also just got a kill on the Weaver as the action was happening top. So I'd assume maybe some sort of arrow setup. No glimpse to really make it happen, so maybe it was just...
I think he just ran up with the sentry.
Yeah.
They had a sentry, I believe it was devoted from the start then. But yeah, they had a sentry, and he has level 2 Starstorm on level 4, and I believe he just used the magic damage from that.
Yeah. And
it
now
finds
just
him.
leaping in. Oh. Didn't actually pop the Starstorm here as they do it now. Still get the kill at the same time. Up top, the task falls to the back kick combination. Bit of an infestation in the top lane still as they take turns TPing back to heal. Also have a bottle to work with now on the Sand King for some more sustain on his part.
Yeah, I don't think that is
Oh.
some rune battling. It's the region though.
Pretty smart there from Windrunner, just picking up the region with the wind run, so the right clicks could not actually cancel it immediately. Dragon Slave was on cooldown, so he's able to.
Yeah, and he knew he doesn't have them. He did not have the mana for Lightning Strike array.
Yeah.
Ooh, good shot to know.
Go again, burst strike here, and look at this. Haskar dies again. This is not what you want to see with his hero this early on. The support's still trying to finish the job on the next assassin, but he's gonna have another stun. With the extra bottle charge, the burst strike will miss though. That should mean that Zac will be able to make his way out, but he has to go home. He does not have any mana left. At the same time, dive bottom, get yet another kill on the Weaver.
Yeah, and this is the point on the Weaver where you just have to leave the lane, because you just don't do anything. You have to find something else. The moment you show up on the lane, you take so much damage you can go back to base and region up. Level 6 Mirana, it's a level 3 Starstorm, that's too much damage to work with on the Weaver. The thing about Starstorm is if there's a sentry down, even so it calculates the distance when you actually use the Starstorm. So if you're just on the edge while the Starstorm is used, at the not the animation is complete, but well, yeah, the animation is complete in that sense. And it's falling down, even if you run out, it will still hit you.
Trying to go on F, but this time the support was there in time. Not enough damage here to actually finish the job until walks in too deep. Negi with a triple burst strike. He's still ticking out a little bit, but can start bottling up now. So burning spears expire, and Daniel, he really wants to get this kill with another snowball, but the raindrops protecting him. Another burst strike coming in whenever they need it, and there it is now. Negi, if that gets another spell off, that's not going to be enough either.
Oh, he's totally gonna dive him, isn't he?
5 stick charges, absolutely. If Zep shows himself, he doesn't want to go into tower range with this low health.
He knows where he is. Come on, do the blind stun. Do it. Ah, too late. I was so hoping for that.
Snowball is there. Should be able to get finished off this kill now. The stun's already used, but look at this F. He just came back to base. That's a certain stick charges to work with. This time he'll get both of these kills. Salvage the situation somewhat, but Windrunner admits, like, I can't possibly show all these kills if they happen at the same time. This is unfair. Need more camera people.
Yeah, where's our production crew? We
know, right?
need more monitors here.
Yeah, 94, 7 minutes in, Signify. With a good lead here, pretty much winning all 3 lanes somewhat, even top lane Haskar quite eclipsing the Sanction comes on that turf. That might change now, but burst right down to the low ground this time.
Oh, the arrow bottom into the kill. Easy.
God. I mean,
quick reactions. Utilizing the Weaver, he used Skikuchi just to get it lasted, and then he just leaps under the tower, predicts precisely where he's gonna come out in his own line and kills him off.
amazing playstyle already, and now TPing towards the top shrine and wants to mix up the top lane. Just won't let the fact stand that they just kind of drew even here with the Huskar. To say that though, Negi gets full creep wave here, getting a few extra 100 gold between him and F. No chance. The Spike Carapace now can stun on demand with Burning Spears coming in. But yeah, he already realizes that there's something to be feared here. More rotations in though, Daniel and the Scar of Nate, but it's too late. Right clicks are gonna be enough to kill him on the tower.
Yeah, they have so much physical damage, and Huskar is sitting... Yeah, he's level 5, but he was already forced to put 2 in the Berserker's Blood. He needs that magic resistance desperately.
Yeah. Oh man. It's not gonna get better. Ding ding. Oh, doesn't quite find the shackle. The silence is there. Zac throws on a few spells, but he's only level 3 himself. Not really all that powerful. Power shot also off the mark, and now can potentially find a turn on here if they line up a burst strike. Kinetic field keeps all of them close. Double burrow, triple follow up here with the Spike Carapace, and Blizzard can strike click away. Spider Shackle's coming in. 2 heroes already dead. F trying to turn things around now. Another burst strike will be possible. He just keeps fighting more than one. They're all gonna die. So all of this stun lockdown that you were mentioning in the draft already coming into play.
Too much control.
All of that was without the Lina. Sufti was not part of anything here apart from this one kill that he made happen himself. He just took down a tier 1 mid for free.
Yeah, he's a simple man. He sees towers, he push.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. He fights buildings, not heroes.
Tower is under attack.
So we've no chance with the Vendetta online. Can he set up anything? He's level 6, so he'd have to come up properly. And turns out it's not all that hard if you have a ridiculous amount of burst damage.
Yeah, you could say it as we've had no chance. But yeah,
that's true. He had that right next to him.
Yeah.
Oh god, top lane, the glimpse into the arrow. Oof. Not the longest duration arrow. And he will actually survive. Blizzard wants him to commit for it. He gets the kill. Exchange for puzzle.
Doesn't want to fight the Huskar though.
He should be dead to swap though, right? Unless he TPs right now.
Swap.
Oh, he's trying. The bugs are on top of him now.
Yeah, the bugs made a difference. Alright, still good enough. Get another kill. It's a 9k gold lead at 10 minutes. They lead practically everywhere on the last chart, like 65 and 62 on their course. So the epicenter of the task.
Negi just
farming.
He's farming the 2 small wild wings.
My favorite thing is that Neji always flames himself with voice lines when he fucks up. And that's like the 4th time.
Oh well. Looks like you desperately need the epicenter in teamfights right now, so might as well use it to try and make an attempt. If Tusk was alone, he could have probably just run him down, but...
If he landed a blind stun on the Weaver, he would have exploded to all the caustic. Was waiting for that top. Find no chance.
Nice little silence there from the assassin. Can still try and turn this around and look at where look at who it is, Swifty. Just cleans up, no chance. Actually did not finish the TP because he'll actually survive this one normally. So 2-3 heroes die up top as Blizzard and Puzzle finished up the Tusk in the backlines.
Oh, Weaver.
Oh god, no.
It's locked down as well. Another kill. Another one.
This is looking like a bit of a storm. They have a catapult here. It's tier 1, not long for the world. They can just transition it straight into the tier 2 if they want to. Plenty of mana left since the Arcane Wound on Lena, making the spells less costly than usual.
11k now. So, who's the feeder? Who's the feeder in Signify? Neek's Assassin and Neji with both 2 deaths. Not acceptable.
This is base created though, I'm pretty sure.
Classic offlane, having 90% of the deaths.
Nope.
Glimpse.
Glimpse all the way back to jungle. A couple more right clicks. Poor guy, another level 6. Shackle will connect here. Snowball across. Blizzard's in a bit of trouble with the back also nibbling away at him. No chance also has to walk away, but not much more follow-up. Another power shot available, but it's the entire lineup now. Light Strike Array, not even needed yet. The arrow finished him up. Now F, trying to turn this around, but immediately stunned up with the epicenter. Doing a bit of extra work onto Daniel. Another Light Strike Array. They're all just dying one by one. And all they got was the Nyx Assassin. This is
worth it
to watch.
I guess. I know there was not. At least they didn't have any gold they could lose. But yeah, they get caught in a choke. They're behind one entire item, especially on the Mirana. Just the Maelstrom is so good against the Wind Ranger. Against the Wind Ranger and the Weaver, because you do so much physical damage with that max sleep. And then you have the Leaner to follow up with the physical damage as well. So all Sand King has to do is even just survive in the front. He doesn't even need to stun people. Just survive in the front line, let him go on you for like 5 seconds and the entire enemy team is dead.
Funny enough, we have a similar score to the VP Liquid game.
Coincidence?
6 now.
I think not.
VP is 26 against 5 against Liquid right now, which is making me sad as Liquid fans, but hey.
What's the time on the other though?
23 minutes. So there's a bit of a bit of
that just proves Signify's the better team, right?
Yeah, I mean, they have a quicker pace certainly. No chance hunting against these two very juicy targets here. Zach won't even know what hit him. Straight into Static Storm. Instantly burst him down. Daniel actually not caught on that though. He might have to be glimpsed back after the snowball. They get him straight back up to the high ground. No instant stuns apart from Lina. No chance. Didn't have that luxury himself. I mean, what do you do with this moment? Ding ding. Just being run down.
He's gonna dive him, isn't he?
Triple leads, couple extra.
No, the proc, of course.
On the Maelstrom to secure the kill on the high ground. Like, how unlucky do you have to get?
Oh, 25% chance.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Oh, there's a jump.
That's Oscar.
Only used by Carapace here. It doesn't just keep things out. But actually have a lot of control between the heroes.
No leap up.
Won't last long.
But an epicenter.
Coming in on the back lines. Negi tried to help out Blizzard, but a little bit too late. So there's a burst strike to work with now. As Blizzard with the Star Storm. Support's not quite dead just yet, but the follow-up is there. So Versus team comes back in. Good power shot though to finish that kill. And that's a lot of money for Ding Ding. That's what they needed. At what cost again? Triple kill for Swifty, who's an issue that it's not been accounted for at all this game. 7-0 and 5 in this particular hero. With that kill, Mirana not too far away. More than doubling the net worth still of the one who killed him.
Yeah, this is just the entire playing field. The last 5 minutes they were only centered in this area and just hunting and heroes left and right. You would expect that from the Husker lineup, but it's not happening. Like, don't look at Husker farm. That's just don't.
At least no chances Mercy on the career. Could have sniped that one down, but instead he's tracking Daniel. Shackle will not connect. Runs into Sentry into the spot. Everyone is setting up for the Static Storm. No chance. Still alive for some extra stun. Still ends up dropping is Negi. Did not have any more support immediately in the area to actually finish any of these kills. Burst Strike just try to get himself out. Swifty with Light Strike Array onto the Windrunner. Couple more right clicks to finish the job. So that'll be that. After looking to finish up Puzzle, and the Burning Spear should be doing that trick as he gets glimpsed back away from Swifty and Negi. So this engagement much more costly than anything else that Signify has done in this game. But they're looking to change that. On a quick catch on the Weaver.
Yeah, this is just slaughterhouse after slaughter. It's not. I know. I don't want to say it's over, but it is pretty over.
It's pretty over. Yeah, let's be real.
20k gold lead. This is just. They still have that 1-2-2, which Signify is trying to push for like for ages now. But they always get sidetracked by too many kills on the board.
Yeah. I mean, if you're eclipsing the 1k lead per minute mark, you're not going to win this game. Embrance. It's just not going to happen. Nice Shackle though. It's something that you can still play for, trying to hone your skills on the Windrunner. Try and find these angles.
Dire's middle tower.
Maybe hope for some mercy on the side of Signify, but I can't imagine that. There's a bit of money on the line after all.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
And the glory. You don't want to be that team. You don't want to be the best Indian Dota team and then just lose on the LAN. And you can't afford that.
So, Signify as a result, playing this very methodically. Getting ready to go high ground, maybe even think about a Roshan before they do that. Or just go for more kills, that's also a possibility, as they push in at least 2 lanes.
Yeah, they pinged Roche out the second. Yeah, that it'd be going Roche.
Yeah.
They should have no problem. I don't think anyone can contest this. They don't even have to teamfight lineup on EG to actually go for it, so...
Yeah, Swifty though, he has other plans now as he finds the haste rune. Looking for someone up in this top side, but
No one around though.
if you walk next to the cliff, we would actually run into an Observer Sentry combo, so yeah. Just checking whether someone's already hiding there, so now go straight back into Roshan. All the stuns in the world if they want them. Beyond that, maybe a leap or two. Just get the extra attack speed. Not the quickest Roshan in the world, because they don't have any minus armor and serious physical damage.
Good enough.
Yeah,
It works.
go to them uncontested. Aegis in the hands of Blizzard, so you can be as crazy as he wants with the leap-ins. With the right
Radiant's
clicks.
bottom tower is under attack.
I just feel like the Husker, a Tusk, and this guy behind won't do anything for you. I know.
All the stuns, stacking it like crazy on Asuka. We still get the kill. Now, next follow-up here with a combo on to Ding Ding. Blizzard Corn side. Static Storm will take you down here. Just dropping down, another glimpse, another kill. I would like to hype this up, but this is just the way things go.
Yeah, he needs the Aegis anyways.
I mean, nothing else is ever gonna happen here. That's the last one to fall. Good thing is they also level that the death timers aren't long at all. It's only back for round 2 before long.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's the plan. Don't get leveled so you respawn fast and never need your buyback. Save money. No?
I mean, it's something, but I don't see how that actually helps you win the game.
Oh, we're talking about winning a game? No, then no.
Yeah, no.
Not at all.
They have a creep up top, but they can just trade a tank in their tower if they really want to. It's a plan, so they're just
they're
happy
playing
getting
safe.
grinds. Yeah. Swifty, kind of low on mana.
Dire's top
So,
shrine is
Blizzard
under attack.
had an extra bit of farm. As they say that though, it's just the remnants of their creep wave. Or they skip the next one, so. Yeah, they're just waiting for the creep wave to make sure that they have no chance of throwing this game.
Dire's top shrine.
Yeah, that would be pretty hard to throw such a game.
Oh yeah.
There's a DD rune top. Take it. No warding on the runes at 20 minutes.
Dire's top shrine.
Unacceptable. But yeah, getting rid of the shrine so they get rid of any shenanigans from like Husker and Ranger TPing behind them while they're pushing. And now they know the only approach will be from the front. And then they have 4 zoning stuns they can just use and lock down this tower. So
Yep.
super safe setup in both draft as well as in the playstyle.
Dire's top
I like it.
tower is about
Yep.
to
They're not too overconfident.
Power shot, not really doing too much. As they chip away at this tower. They even have a catapult of their own. Just in the meantime, as well as Blizzard with the Lincolns. Protect himself and using the mini shackle.
Miss all the stuns.
That's sorting them out, right? They have to fight into you, but they have no spells for you to do that with. All the team fighters on the hands of Signify. Weaver just gets blown up completely. The snowball across. It's only on Daniel. The ultimate kind of missing there. Skyroth dies. No chance with a follow-up stun on a Huska. They all just get annihilated. Cold Didu.
I think that means
That means
GG.
GG. Yeah, I think so too. It's finally
All you want Signify to call Dedu.
I think with Knoxville stack at the tier 5 qualifiers, just for fun. Won the first game in like 60 minutes and then we went into Shashko? No. Some stack is some like PS player.
Oh, the
30
pain only
minutes. At
the
least
pain
for 30
starts here.
So we lost in 30 minutes essentially. So
We managed to hold on
That's-
30 minutes.